This is a tidbit. I'm Pastor Jerry Davis, and this is Keys to Success Ministry. And we've been talking about the Ark of the Covenant and how it's a shadow of the born-again Christian. And we've been talking about, we already talked about the most holy place. And we've been talking about the holy place, which is the soulish realm. And we're going to talk about cleaning up the temple. Most people don't realize that the soulish realm has to be cleaned. So we're going to talk about cleaning the temple. Romans 12 chapter, verse 2 says, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you might prove what is the good, acceptable, and perfect will of God. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to, but to think soberly, according as God has dealt to every man the measure of faith. Faith is in the soulish realm. So we have to clean or keep the soulish realm clean. And I'll go into more detail in that in some of my sermons that we download, Keys to Success Ministry. And some of the sermons we go into more detail about that. But right now I'm going to just give you a little taste of, the candlestick, the oil in the candlestick. The oil is pure olive oil. But because the candlestick is not perfect, it can get clogged up. And oil can clog stuff up. And when they put the fire out on the candlesticks to clean it, you have burnt flint. When you understand that you in your mind have teachings and been taught stuff that are not biblical. Sometimes the biggest problem we have as Christians is what people said about us before and after we got saved. And not about your Christian walk, but about you. And some people have low self-esteem. Some people have a lack of confidence. And all of that is sin. And Paul went a little further in the book of Romans and said, whatsoever is not of faith is sin. I think that's the 15th chapter of Romans. I may be wrong. But whatever is not of faith is sin. If you got low confidence or low self-esteem, that's a sin because you're made in the image of Christ. That means you are a godly person. You're made in the image of God. So your soul is realm got to be clean of that garbage. And not just the candlestick need cleaning. Most people think, oh well, okay, so you clean the candlestick. That means that hinders the oil flow. Well, the oil represents the anointing. And if the anointing is not flowing, you don't get revelation. If you don't get revelation, you can't walk in the power of the world to come. Think about that. This is a sermon tip.